Daily Horoscope for Taurus. June 22, 2025, the cosmic energy today places you at a fascinating crossroads, dear Taurus. With the sun firmly settled in Cáncer, there's a notable emphasis on your communication sector, bringing a flood of ideas and meaningful conversations your way. This isn't just any ordinary day, it marks a point where your methodical nature meets unexpected opportunities. Today's celestial configuration highlights Venus, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Saturn. This powerful alignment grants you exceptional clarity regarding your long-term aspirations, particularly in matters of security and material wealth. You're feeling more grounded than usual, even for an earth sign like yourself. This stability allows you to make decisions from a place of inner certainty rather than external pressure. In your personal relationships, this is a day of profound understanding. If you're in a partnership, you'll notice conversations flowing with unusual ease, touching on subjects that might normally feel too vulnerable to discuss. This openness isn't coincidental. Jupiter's influence is expanding your capacity for emotional honesty. For single Taurus individuals, your authentic presence today acts as a powerful magnet. You're not wearing any masks, and others are drawn to this refreshing sincerity. Professionally, Mercury's position suggests unexpected news or developments that could initially throw you off balance. Remember that your trademark Taurian adaptability, yes, despite your reputation for stubbornness, you possess remarkable resilience will help you navigate these changes successfully. A conversation with an authority figure or mentor might provide exactly the guidance you need, though it may come packaged differently than expected. Financially, today calls for measured consideration rather than impulsive action. The moon's influence on your resource sector suggests potential opportunities for growth, but Saturn's energy reminds you to approach them with your characteristic thoroughness. This isn't about limiting yourself, but rather ensuring that your foundations remain solid as you build. Your physical vitality receives a boost from Mars today, though this energy might manifest as mental sharpness rather than physical endurance. Pay attention to tensions in your neck and shoulders. They're likely storing stress that you're not consciously registering. A mindful stretching routine would serve you particularly well this evening. The day carries a subtle spiritual undertone as Neptune casts its dreamy influence across your sector of hopes and wishes. You might experience moments of unexpected clarity about your deeper purpose. Pay attention to ideas that seem to arise from nowhere, as they contain seeds of important future developments. A particular focus today involves your communication style. You may find yourself more expressive than usual, able to articulate feelings that typically remain beneath the surface. This temporary gift helps resolve any lingering misunderstandings, especially with family members or close friends. Don't waste this opportunity by keeping your thoughts to yourself. The evening brings a gentle lunar energy that's perfect for reflection. Consider keeping a journal today, as insights that emerge now will prove valuable when revisited later. There's something important taking shape in your unconscious mind, and giving it space to surface could lead to a meaningful breakthrough. In terms of specific guidance, today favors activities that combine practicality with creativity. Your aesthetic sense is heightened, making this an excellent day for any project involving design, arrangement, or beautification of your surroundings. Your famous Taurian appreciation for sensory pleasure is especially pronounced. A specially prepared meal or time spent in nature would be particularly rewarding. Overall, June 22nd offers you a blend of stability and opportunity, dear Taurus. By embracing both your need for security and your capacity for growth, you'll navigate this day most successfully. Trust your instincts, particularly regarding financial matters, but don't close yourself off to the unexpected gifts that come through connection with others. Your path today is about finding balance, honoring your methodical nature, while remaining open to the winds of change. On June 22nd, 2025, Taurus natives will experience a fascinating celestial setup that brings both challenges and opportunities. The sun, having recently moved into Cáncer, creates a communicative energy in your third house, stimulating your mind and enhancing your ability to express ideas. This position encourages you to connect with siblings, neighbors, and engage in short trips that might prove fruitful. The moon will be transiting through Libra in your sixth house of daily work and health, bringing a need for balance in your everyday routines. This lunar energy helps you find harmony between work responsibilities and self-care practices. Venus, your ruling planet, will be in Leo, illuminating your fourth house of home and family. This placement brings warmth and creativity to your domestic sphere, possibly inspiring home improvement projects or hosting gatherings that showcase your natural hospitality. Mars, positioned in Gemini, activates your second house of finances and personal resources, injecting dynamic energy into money matters. You might feel more assertive about asking for what you're worth or pursuing new income streams. Jupiter in Gemini also influences your financial sector, expanding possibilities for growth, but requiring careful attention to avoid overextension. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 11th house of friendships and social networks, bringing structure and potentially some restrictions to your social sphere. This asks you to invest in relationships that have substance and longevity. Uranus, still in your sign of Taurus, continues its revolutionary impact on your identity and self-expression. On this particular day, Uranus forms a significant aspect with Mercury, potentially bringing unexpected communications or insights that alter your perspective. Neptune in Aries influences your 12th house of the subconscious, dreams, and hidden matters. This position might blur boundaries between reality and imagination, requiring you to trust your intuition while remaining grounded. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, transforms your 10th house of career and public reputation. This slow-moving planet pushes you to evolve your professional ambitions and relationship with authority. A noteworthy aspect on this day is the sextile between Venus and Jupiter, creating a fortunate connection between your home life and financial resources. This aspect favors domestic investments or finding ways to generate income from home-based projects. Mercury in Cáncer forms a trine with Neptune, enhancing your intuitive capabilities and creative thinking. Communications take on a more compassionate, empathetic quality. The nodes of the moon highlight the axis between your first and seventh houses, emphasizing the balance between self-identity and partnerships. This alignment suggests important developments in how you relate to others while maintaining your authentic self. For Taurus specifically, this planetary configuration emphasizes the need to balance your practical, earth sign nature with the emotional intelligence required by the Cáncer sun. Your mind is active and curious thanks to the third house emphasis, yet you remain concerned with tangible results due to the Mars and Jupiter influences in your resource sector. The continued presence of Uranus in your sign keeps you in a period of personal reinvention, though the stabilizing energy of Saturn provides some structure to channel these changes constructively. Watch for insights and opportunities particularly related to communication, learning, and local connections, as the sun illuminates these areas of your life. The Venus-Jupiter sextile makes this an excellent day for combining pleasure with practical matters, particularly in your home environment. As Mercury forms a supportive trine with your ruling planet Venus on this summer day, your communication style carries an unusual persuasive quality. Words flow with a natural rhythm and grace that others find irresistible. The cosmic alignment grants your voice a melodious timbre that soothes even the most agitated listeners. Take advantage of this rare planetary support by expressing ideas you've been hesitant to share. The moon in Libra activates your sixth house of daily work and service, bringing focus to workplace communications and team collaboration. Expect colleagues to be particularly receptive to your suggestions and feedback today. Your practical approach to problem solving earns respect, though be mindful not to come across as overly stubborn when presenting your viewpoints. Jupiter's ongoing presence in Gemini expands your financial sector, potentially bringing communications related to money matters into focus today. You might find yourself discussing budgets, resources, or value propositions with unexpected eloquence. Saturn's position continues to discipline your social networks and aspirations, so communications within groups require thoughtfulness and structure. The day carries a subtle tension between Mars and Pluto that could manifest as power dynamics in conversations. Watch for undercurrents when discussing sensitive topics. Your ability to remain grounded while others become emotional becomes your superpower today. Venus in Leo illuminates your fourth house of home and foundations, adding warmth to family discussions. Consider initiating a meaningful conversation with relatives you've been distant from. Mercury's position enhances your ability to articulate emotional needs without appearing demanding, a delicate balance that Taurus typically struggles with. Written communication particularly favors you today, with emails, messages, and documents carrying your intended tone more effectively than usual. If you've been considering starting a blog, podcast, or social media project, the energy supports taking first steps. Your receptivity to information increases as well, making this an excellent day for learning new communication techniques or language skills. Neptune's retrograde motion may cause some confusion in professional communications, so double-check important details before sending. For Taurus in creative fields, this alignment sparks original ideas that combine practicality with artistic expression. Color therapy may enhance your communication. Surrounding yourself with blue tones could help articulate complex thoughts with greater clarity. Your throat chakra is especially activated, so vocal exercises or singing might help clear any blockages to self-expression. Phone conversations carry more impact than text-based communications today, so prioritize voice calls for sensitive matters. The evening hours bring a receptive quality to personal conversations, ideal for heart-to-heart talks with partners or close friends. Your natural Taurian tendency toward careful word choice serves you well today, though the supportive aspects allow you to speak with more spontaneity than usual. Remember that your body language communicates as much as your words. The Venus influence enhances your physical presence and nonverbal cues. Consider recording important thoughts as they come, as this day's expressive quality may bring insights worth preserving for future reference. Those born in the second decan of Taurus experience these communication benefits most strongly, though all Taurus natives will notice enhanced verbal abilities. The day favors explanation over argumentation. Your ability to calmly clarify complex topics brings resolution to ongoing misunderstandings. Planetary influences suggest avoiding communication about incomplete plans or half-formed ideas. Wait until concepts are fully developed before sharing. Educational pursuits receive favorable energy, making this an excellent day for presentations, teaching, or public speaking engagements. Pay particular attention to feedback received today, as it contains valuable insights that might be missed under less receptive aspects. The cosmos opens interesting financial pathways for you today, Taurus. With Venus moving through your communication sector, financial discussions prove particularly fruitful. Don't hesitate to voice your monetary needs or negotiate terms. Your powers of persuasion are enhanced. Jupiter's beneficial angle to your sign brings unexpected opportunities through friends or social connections. Someone in your network may mention an investment opportunity or side project with genuine potential. Your natural financial conservatism serves you well, but today's energy supports calculated risks, especially in areas where your practical skills shine. Mercury's position increases your analytical abilities, making this an excellent day to review budgets, investment portfolios, or retirement plans. You'll likely spot patterns others miss. The moon's position heightens your intuition about timing. Trust that inner voice telling you when to move forward and when to hold back. A financial matter that stalled around 3 weeks ago now shows signs of movement. Persistence pays off, particularly with matters involving property, long-term investments, or family resources. Be alert to opportunities involving sustainable or ethical investments, as these align well with your values now and could yield both spiritual and material dividends. Your financial instincts are particularly accurate regarding long-term security rather than quick returns. An expense that initially seems unnecessary might actually protect your assets in the long run. Weigh the full picture before dismissing it. For Taurians involved in creative fields, your work has increased monetization potential today. Consider ways to leverage your talents that you haven't previously explored. Those working in traditional employment might discover a pathway to additional income through a skill you've taken for granted. Earth energy supports grounded financial planning today, ideal for mapping out the next 6 months of savings goals. Avoid impulse purchases related to home or luxury items, as Venus's position might tempt you toward beautiful but unnecessary acquisitions. Your financial strength today comes from patience and methodical planning rather than bold moves. That said, don't dismiss opportunities that align with previously set intentions. The universe has a way of delivering exactly what you've been working toward when you least expect it. As the sun continues its journey through Cáncer, illuminating your third house of communication and local community, Taurus, June 22nd, brings particularly fortunate energy to activities involving learning, writing, and connecting with neighbors or siblings. The lunar energy today creates a harmonious trine to your ruling planet Venus, which currently graces your second house of personal resources and values. This potent combination makes today especially favorable for monetizing your communication skills or intellectual property. Jupiter's position in Gemini activates your financial sector, expanding opportunities related to income streams and material resources. Pay attention to unexpected messages or conversations that could lead to financial gains. Perhaps an old colleague reaches out with a lucrative opportunity, or a casual conversation reveals valuable information about an investment. Venus forms a beautiful sextile with Mercury today, creating a golden triangle of opportunity between your communication sector, financial house, and personal resources. This planetary configuration particularly favors activities like negotiations, presenting ideas to authority figures, or finalizing contracts. Your words carry extra persuasive power today, infused with both practical sensibility and emotional intelligence. The North Node's position indicates that knowledge-sharing activities are especially fortunate. If you've been considering teaching a workshop, writing an article, or sharing expertise in any format, today's energy strongly supports these endeavors and may connect you with the perfect audience. Neptune's gentle influence from your 11th house creates an auspicious time for networking with creative or spiritual communities. Groups or associations joined today could prove particularly beneficial to your long-term goals. There's a certain magical quality to connections formed now. Pay attention to individuals who share your vision or complement your practical approach with inspired thinking. Local travel is also highlighted as a fortunate area. Even short trips within your community might lead to serendipitous encounters or valuable information. Keep your eyes open while running errands or visiting familiar places, as the universe may place important resources directly in your path. Your communication style today carries an unusual blend of earthiness and intuition. This makes it a particularly fortunate time for important conversations with partners, whether business or personal. You're able to articulate your needs while remaining receptive to others' perspectives, a powerful combination that can strengthen bonds and create win-win scenarios. With Mars harmoniously aspecting your midheaven, professional recognition could come through communication projects or intellectual contributions. If you've been waiting for the right moment to share ideas with superiors or request additional responsibilities that showcase your communication skills, today's planetary alignment strongly favors such initiatives. The asteroid palace, Athena, in your 5th house of creativity, forms a supportive aspect to today's Cáncer sun, suggesting that creative problem-solving approaches will be especially fortunate. Your ability to see practical applications for creative concepts is heightened, potentially leading to opportunities that blend financial reward with personal fulfillment. Financial documents signed today carry particularly favorable energy, especially those related to communication technologies, vehicles, or educational pursuits. If considering a purchase that enhances your ability to connect or learn, cosmic forces suggest this investment will yield positive returns. The day's most fortunate window opens between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., when the moon perfectly aligns with your ruling planet Venus. Schedule important conversations or financial decisions during this 2-hour period for maximum benefit. Today's planetary positions remind you, Taurus, that your natural patience combined with strategic communication creates pathways to abundance that others might miss in their haste. As the cosmic energies align on June 22, 2025, Taurus finds themselves at a fascinating social crossroads. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your social sector, creating an exceptional day for meaningful connections. This planetary configuration doesn't happen often with this particular alignment, and when it does, it tends to bring unexpected but welcome encounters into your life. With the sun firmly established in Cáncer, there's a nurturing quality to all your interactions today, allowing you to show your more compassionate side to those around you. The lunar position in Scorpio deepens your emotional intelligence, giving you almost psychic insights into the needs of friends and loved ones. You'll likely notice things about people that even they haven't recognized about themselves. This makes you an exceptional confidant today. Your natural Taurian stability is particularly valued now, as several people in your circle are experiencing significant transitions. Mercury's position suggests that words spoken today carry extra weight, so when you offer advice or comfort, it has lasting impact. A friend who has been distant may suddenly reach out, creating an opportunity for reconciliation and healing of old wounds. Pay particular attention to connections made through mutual interests rather than obligation. The afternoon hours are especially favorable for group activities where your practical nature can shine. You might find yourself naturally taking on a leadership role in social gatherings without necessarily intending to. Your ability to create harmony and comfort is magnified, making your presence sought after. For attached Taurus, your relationship benefits from socializing as a couple today, strengthening your bond through shared experiences. Single Taurus might encounter someone intriguing through friends of friends. The connection may not be immediately romantic, but has potential to develop into something meaningful. Be mindful that, with Saturn's influence, some social obligations might feel restrictive. You may need to balance mandatory appearances with more fulfilling gatherings. Trust your instincts about which social invitations to accept and which to politely decline. Virtual connections are also highlighted today, with a message or comment from someone at a distance sparking an interesting conversation. A long-dormant friendship has the potential to be rekindled if you're willing to make the first move. Your natural resistance to change is softened today, making it easier to adapt to new social dynamics. Someone you've previously found challenging to connect with suddenly seems more approachable as Neptune's influence dissolves old boundaries. The evening brings a calmer energy, ideal for intimate conversations rather than large gatherings. A heart-to-heart with someone you trust could reveal insights about yourself you hadn't considered. Remember that, as a Taurus, your loyalty is one of your greatest social strengths. Today, someone will recognize and deeply appreciate this quality in you, potentially cementing a friendship that will become increasingly important in the months ahead. Allow yourself to be vulnerable when appropriate. Your willingness to show authenticity encourages others to do the same, creating deeper and more meaningful social bonds. Notice how your physical environments affect your social comfort today. Typically, as a Taurus, you thrive in aesthetically pleasing, comfortable settings, and this tendency is heightened now. By day's end, connections made or strengthened today will leave you feeling more supported and understood than you have in quite some time. As Jupiter forms a harmonious trine with Venus today, Taurus natives will find themselves at a powerful crossroads of opportunity and stability. This planetary alignment offers you rare clarity about your path forward. Take advantage of this energy by setting aside at least 30 minutes for reflection and planning this morning. Your typically steadfast nature is enhanced today, but with an unusual openness to new ideas that doesn't come naturally to you. This combination makes it an ideal time to revisit projects that have stalled or relationships that need renewal. The moon in Virgo amplifies your practical thinking, allowing you to see details that others miss. Use this gift wisely by organizing spaces that have become cluttered, both physical and mental. Saturn's influence suggests that boundaries you set today will have lasting power, particularly with colleagues who may have been taking advantage of your generous nature. Your ruling planet Venus is especially potent in the fifth house, encouraging you to balance your disciplined approach with moments of pleasure. Perhaps indulge in a sensory experience that grounds you. Prepare a special meal using fresh herbs, work with your hands in the garden, or enjoy music that resonates deeply with your soul. Neptune's position indicates potential for confusion in communications, so draft important emails or messages, but wait until tomorrow to send them if possible. Mercury's support offers exceptional articulation for expressing feelings that you've kept inside, particularly with family members. Your body requires special attention today. The cosmic alignment suggests focusing on your throat and neck area. Gentle stretches and warm compresses may alleviate tension that's been building. Financially, resist the urge to make impulsive purchases that promise quick results. Instead, review your long-term investment strategy and make adjustments that align with your values of security and steady growth. Mars in opposition to your sign means relationships may demand more energy than usual. Preserve your strength by clearly stating your needs rather than silently accommodating others. As the day progresses, the Venus-Pluto aspect deepens, inviting you to transform something you've clung to out of habit rather than true desire. Trust that what replaces it will be more authentic and fulfilling. Your innate connection to the natural world serves as medicine today. Even 15 minutes outdoors will restore your equilibrium and enhance decision-making ability. Water emerges as an important symbol, whether through increased hydration, visiting a body of water, or using visualization techniques involving ocean or river imagery. The number 7 appears significant today. Watch for it as a potential sign confirming you're moving in the right direction. Your typically strong intuition is heightened, particularly regarding professional matters. That quiet inner voice holds valuable wisdom if you create space to listen. Patience, your natural virtue, becomes your superpower today as others around you may operate from places of reactivity and haste. By maintaining your centered pace, you'll avoid mistakes that come from rushing. Remember that your methodical approach isn't slowness, it's thoroughness that ultimately creates lasting results. Your highest potential today manifests when you blend your practical nature with unexpected innovation. The breakthrough you've been seeking doesn't require abandoning your principles, just viewing them through a fresh lens. Daily Horoscope for Taurus. June 22, 2025, the cosmic energy today places you at a fascinating crossroads, dear Taurus. With the sun firmly settled in Cáncer, there's a notable emphasis on your communication sector, bringing a flood of ideas and meaningful conversations your way. This isn't just any ordinary day. It marks a point where your methodical nature meets unexpected opportunities.